It's the Sergio Show. And here's your host, Sergio Dominguez. Hey there, welcome to another episode of the Sergio Show, and I'm Sergio Dominguez. Now, let's get this episode started with me talking about different kinds of funny cartoon security. That's right, security. You know, the thing to protect your items or even household or where you live. You know, in live action security, it's simple security system, sometimes a lot more complicated. But with cartoons, they actually have a funny cartoon type of security. But I'll tell you about it right now, and maybe somebody is used to secure my home studio, which is Sergio Studios. Anyway, let's get started. First off, the eye security. Since cartoon characters have so many different kinds of cartoon eyes, specifically the cartoon dot eyes, there's a special security that checks what kind of cartoon eye is it. If it is a typical cartoon eye with a dot and a circle, then maybe you're in or out. Or if you're one of those creative cartoon eyes that actually has human eye detail, then maybe that's a possibility. But depends how you set up the keyboard that will let you in. Depending on what kind of cartoon eye you have, then you're in. If you're not, you're out. Next one I want to talk about are the security systems where you have to use your hand. Now this is an interesting one, because cartoon characters have different kinds of cartoon hands, of course. But depends how you set up that system. If you're the kind of cartoon character with 4 fingers, gloves or no gloves, or if your fingers are like round banana sausages, or pointed rounded female fingers, or whatever shapes, you got to use that to put over the keypad to get in to whatever you're trying to get into. If your cartoon hand matches, you 4-fingered, 5-fingered, maybe even 9-fingered hand cartoon character, do you? Another cartoon security that I want to talk about is intense, and that is the laser security system. You see, in more high quality locations, they use laser securities, meaning if you're in but the security is on, that means you have to go through lasers, and if you go through one of those lasers, chances are you're going to get caught, or worse, those can be one of those lasers that can cut you. You'll be doomed. But that's also really funny. If your kind of cartoon can get through lasers, how? Maybe if you can shape through it, or you're one of those cartoon characters that are very rubbery and snake-like that you can get around those lasers. So that's why there's a security system where the lasers are cartoony themselves. So if you try to go through them, that cartoony laser can get around you and you will get caught. It's just that cartoony simple. Use cartoons to get the cartoon to secure yourself of the cartoons. Yeah. Well, I guess that's all I can say about that. So, just saying, keep yourself safe with good old cartoon security if you are, a cartoon. Well, that's all for this episode of The Sergio Show. I'm Sergio Dominguez saying have an animated day. Sergio Studios.